Sea levels are rising, fish stocks are plummeting, coral reefs are dying, and increasingly violent storms batter our coastlines. 800 million people will be at risk of coastal flooding within a generation. Communities in developing countries are the most threatened, with women and girls often on the front line. And the risks are multiplying. Global insurers have paid out $300 billion in the last decade alone, with that figure being dwarfed by the costs to governments and taxpayers. We might assume that we cannot deal with these threats, but solutions are within our reach. Bringing together leaders from the insurance and finance sectors, governments, environmental organisations, and the Global South, the Ocean Risk and Resilience Action Alliance will lead a transformative and collaborative response. The Alliance pioneers groundbreaking products that incentivise blended finance and private investment into coastal natural capital, such as coral reefs, coastal wetlands, mangroves, and sustainable fisheries. It accelerates research to better understand and manage ocean risk, and helps inform policy, governance, and public understanding. Together, we have the knowledge, expertise, and political will to address ocean risk and build economic, ecological, and social resilience in the communities and regions that need it most.
To make the most of our virtual platform, we encourage you to personalise your own agenda and network with our speakers, exhibitors and attendees as you would at an in-person event. To personalise your agenda, navigate through the Agenda tab to see all of the sessions. Click the calendar icon to add a session to your own agenda. You'll be able to find your selected sessions in the My Event tab. Go to My Event to view all sessions, meetings and connections that you have bookmarked. You can also export this agenda into a PDF should you wish. The platform allows you to join live discussions in real time. Select the session title and you'll see a live discussion box to the right-hand side of the media player. You can use this to interact with speakers, engage with your fellow attendees and take part in polling. If you'd like to check out our speaker lineup, scroll down to view their profiles and the session sponsors. You can request one-to-one meetings by clicking on the speaker profiles. To network with your fellow delegates, explore the Attendees tab. Make connections, send messages, and arrange meetings here. Attendees are sorted by AI matches, so the more information you provide, the better the results. To browse our event sponsors and partners, select the Exhibitors tab and navigate their profiles. Check out their products and services, book meetings, or send connection requests. All content will be available on demand, so there's plenty of time to take full advantage of what this virtual event has to offer.
Take a superficial glance at the sea. It all looks the same. On the open sea, you can lose your way. This is why you need to know it well, drop by drop. But when the sea is your genuine passion, you can identify a great route. A route showing you the way. A route taken by our people for years. Every day. A route that spans the oceans, roads, and railways of the world. A route that starts from our offices, goes through your offices, and arrives to the hands of consumers. Connecting people and continents. MSC, moving the world together.
Are you paying attention? Gas. Made of this, looks like this, floats. Fish. Looks like this, made of this, swims. People eat fish, not you. Fish like this, or this, farmed in this. Typically fed with feed. Looks like this, made from these, or sometimes these. To make feed, we have to use lots of resources, such as this, or this, which could be used to feed her, or him, or all of these. With new technology, we can feed gas to fish. No, wait. With new technology, we can turn gas into fish food. Come closer. Listen, these are methanotrophs, microorganisms that digest natural gas, converting it into protein. They've done it for millions of years. Today, Calista is helping methanotrophs perfect the process with their sustainable fermentation technology, creating a natural protein called feedkind, which is perfect for feeding fish, also perfect for non-fish, like these, or these. Their process uses no agricultural land and almost no water, giving farmers a sustainable, nutritious choice in a volatile market. And it's good for pets too. We're working in partnership with Calista, helping to deliver a more sustainable future with gas. BP Ventures, growing and connecting new businesses.
Laut adalah tempat kami mencari nafkah, dan di lautlah tempat kami berusaha.
En la última década hemos visto cambios en el ambiente muy preocupantes.
Tenemos climas de un día bueno, 3 días malos, con temporales que muchas veces no se han visto en Chiloé. Las temperaturas del agua han cambiado.
El nivel del mar que ha subido mucho, eso también ha influido en que se han muerto muchos corales, muchas algas, muchas matas donde le dan vivencia y comida al pez.
Cada vez tenemos que ir más lejos, cada vez producimos menos.
Nosotros llevamos del 2012 trabajando en cambiar la situación de la pesca artesanal. Tenemos un gran grupo de trabajo, PDF, con talleres sobre cambio climático, manejo, comanejo.
Saya mesti sekolahkan anak aja asli dari laut. Kalau laut kita dirusak ataupun nggak sehat, nanti terusnya anak cucu kita mau makan apa lagi.
We need to implement more ways as to manage our fisheries and allow this resource to be used by future generations.
El presente y el futuro de la pesca está en nuestras manos.
Some problems are bigger than others, some challenges tougher, and sometimes these tasks can become intimidating. We are staring down one of the world's biggest problems. Every year, an estimated of $120 billion worth of plastic is lost to the economy after a short first use, with only an estimated 14% plastic packaging collected for recycling. Most ends up in landfills, dumps, or regrettably, the environment. Around the world, 3 billion people lack basic waste management services, a number that grows every day. And that challenge gets more complex, because although it's a global problem, it requires local solutions, tailored to unique demands of each region. For some, where we are just beginning, it's just about slowing plastic waste leakage. But for other regions, it's about elevating up the waste hierarchy with our innovations and our partnerships. Which is why we intend to work with our partners from all over the world to positively impact more than 100 million people across more than 100 at-risk cities. Our members among us, technical leaders, engineers, scientists, and more, span from one end of the plastic value chain to the other. Our target's to invest $1.5 billion over 5 years towards this mission. Most importantly, we have a clear purpose and a sustainable plan. We are the Alliance to End Plastic Waste.